All right, we are joined again by Laura Decoster, the executive director of the Safe Sports Network. Busy week coming up, Laura. Youth Sports Safety Week, November the 15th through the 21st. Youth Sports Safety Week really, I guess, covers a lot of ground in a lot of different areas, right? You guys got events, you've got kind of tutorials going on. Where do you want to begin? I know it begins on the 15th, as we said, runs that week, but really the first event is on the 17th.
Right. Yeah. So Youth Sports Safety Week is generally is a call to attention on the issue of youth sports safety. We know that sports are good for kids. We've talked about that over and over again, but we have to keep them safe. So Safe Sports Network in general and this event this week in particular dedicated to youth sports safety. And we're excited for the second year of this to have the Manchester mayor proclaim this week as Youth Sports Safety Week.
You know it's big when the mayor is involved, right?
You know it's big when the mayor is involved, absolutely. And there's several events, and we try to make sure that there's at least one event for each of the sports stakeholders. So in this case, there's CPR for coaches, and that can be to recertify or certify originally, and that's on the evening of Tuesday, November 17th. And we're very fortunate to have sponsors for each of these and for the whole week overall. So that CPR class is going to be at the New Hampshire Sportsplex in Bedford.
Okay.
And on the next evening, Wednesday, November 18th, our free sports physicals. That's something that we do a couple times a year, and those will be at the New Hampshire Orthopedic Center in Bedford. And on what we're really excited about this year is we're doing some new concussion testing. You and I had talked about that in a previous show, and we're making that concussion testing with the C3 Logix iPad app available to all youth athletes. So one of the problems that we have with our current concussion testing is you have to be part of a group that buys the concussion testing software license.
Okay.
In this situation, we buy the license for our providers, and then we can test anybody. And so what happens is if you're part of a league where the league doesn't do something, league-wide, but you want to make sure your child has a baseline test on record somewhere, then we can do that, and he doesn't have to be part of, or she doesn't have to be part of a group where the whole group is doing it. And that is going to be sponsored by the Manchester Monarchs and the Verizon Wireless Arena. And that'll be at the arena on Saturday, November 21st from 11 to 3. And the Monarchs are kicking in a free ticket to that night's game for all the kids that come for testing that day.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And on our webpage, there is a way to learn a little bit more and to sign up for each one of those events.
Again, we're speaking with Laura Decoster here of the Safe Sports Network. Youth Sports Safety Week coming up November the 15th through the 21st. Again, athletes, parents, coaches, all getting involved. And you can even get some free Monarchs tickets out of the deal. So there you go. Anything else folks need to know here about the week in general?
Well, about the week in general and sort of about who else cares about your kids is if I could take a second to just thank all of our sponsors for this event. The main sponsor for that week is Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare, and the union leader, McLean Middleton Law Firm in Manchester, the New Hampshire Orthopedic Center, Manchester Monarchs, Verizon Wireless Arena, and New Hampshire Sportsplex, which I mentioned already in association with where these events are being held. Our foundation sponsors, Apple Therapy Services and the Bedford Ambulatory Surgical Center, make all of this stuff possible, and all of those companies are out there thinking about taking care of your kids.
Sounds like the usual suspects to me, Laura.
Yes.
In a good way, of course.
Right.
The Youth Sports Safety Week, November the 15th through the 21st. More information, of course, online at both nhmi.net and at safesportsnetwork.org.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Laura, and we'll talk again next week.
All right, Nick. I'm looking forward to it.